Hi guys, Krish here. So I've had a couple of messages over the last week just to ask me how, when you are feeling anxious or the anxiety is creeping in, what's the quickest way to reset your nervous system? And one of the biggest things is actually ice cubes. So if you get an ice cube and you was to use your wrist and you was to rub it on your wrist for 40 seconds on each side, and you keep on doing that, it will eventually reset your nervous system. Or you can put your hands, if you're brave enough, in a bowl of ice and water, so really cold water, and again just covering that wrist part to reset your nervous system. And a good one that I do myself in the mornings is when I wake up and I'm feeling a little bit anxious from the night, I always wash my face in cold water. And it's a lot of things that I tell my client to do. My clients to do is to wash their face in freezing cold water, again just to reset that nervous system. If you find the anxiousness is not going away, this one works for some, but some don't like it, is to bite into a slice of lemon, and that really shocks your nervous system and your anxiety just almost turns itself off. So that's another thing as well. And these things can really work just to stop that anxiety from creeping in, because that's quite important. Obviously you have your box breathing and you have your grounding techniques with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which we'll talk about more in my next videos. But that's just a quick fix for you guys if you're feeling a little bit anxious. Maybe if something big's happened over the weekend or during the weekday and you're just struggling, that's a good thing. And one of the other things that come up as a question in my DMs was, what do you do if you're struggling to sleep? And I just want to say the best thing with that is get up out of bed, guys. Don't sit there and wait and think, oh yeah, I'm struggling to sleep. I'm just going to lie here. Actually get out of bed and have a stretch. Like stretch your whole body, your arms, your legs, like proper stretch it out. Because that will then again reset your muscles for you to then want to then get back into bed and lie down. When you're just cramped up into one space and you're just staring at the ceiling, you're almost feeding that anxiety, you're feeding that overthinking. So that's quite important. And a big one, guys, is screens. What happened to old school reading a book? Like, we need to get back into that habit of reading a book. Everyone is flat out on screens constantly before bed, and they'll be like, Krish, I can't sleep. Okay, well, what did you do before you went to sleep? I was watching TikTok, or I was watching Insta, I was on the reels. Come on, guys. We were scrolling for hours and hours. Our brain's overthinking. We're not turning it off. Let's try and stick to a book, read a book, good old fashioned, and try and get back into rewiring our brains. 9 times out of 10, we're going a little bit brain dead because we're just constantly watching screens all day. And one of the biggest things why I tried to avoid coming on social media for so many years was because of the screen. But it's the way forward, and I get it, but let's try and incorporate books into our life as well. Anyway, looking forward to hearing hopefully about the PSHE curriculum going live soon, and hopefully we'll keep you updated about that. And then really focusing now on the counselling and the mediation, and I will be bringing more tips and tricks into my videos for you guys. And keep your questions coming in. Instagram page should be updated soon as well, hopefully, with these videos. So on the YouTube as well, and obviously on the TikTok. And then, hopefully you'll be able to view it on Instagram soon as well. But please keep your questions coming in, and I'll try and answer them as best as I can. And then hopefully, when I have a bit of free time during next week, I'll be trying to focus on to doing a few sessions for you guys to actually take away, as I know obviously therapy can be quite expensive for some. Anyway, take care, guys, and speak soon.